Okay, back with another exponent video. This again is on a concept, and this one we're going to be learning about the power property of exponents. We learned about the product when multiplying and the quotient when dividing. Now we're on to the power property of exponents. All right, let's see the concept. Actually, before the concept, let's just make sure we know what this lesson is about. We're going to be applying. So we're going to be figuring out when and how to use the exponent properties. And this time, we're actually learning about the power property of exponents, power property. So this is whenever we have an exponential expression being raised to another power. So instead of multiplying, it's a power to a power is how we might say it. So when I look at this example, I see that I have 3 to the 4th to the 3rd power. And I see that it is equal to 3 to the 12th power. Well, right away, some of you guys might see how I went from one to the other. And I'm going to show you why it works in a second. But the power property of exponents states that when raising an exponent to a power, you simply multiply the powers. So I'm going to end up multiplying 3 times 4 to end up with 12. Typically, I like to put a little multiplication sign right there to get there. But why does that work? Right? How did we end up with this? Let's expand this out. And let's try to remember, what does a power even tell us? What does an exponent tell us? An exponent is repeated multiplication. So 3 to the 4th power to the 3rd power, this 3 right here says that the base, this expression, is being multiplied 3 times. And that actually would look like this. 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th, right? So the 3, this exponent 3 tells me to write it 3 times, while the base says write the base. That's what's being multiplied, all of those 3 times. Well, from here, you might be able to see how we end up with 3 to the 12th, but let's expand it even further. Let's go back and use our product property. 3 to the 4th actually means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So here, I would have 3 to the 4th, or sorry, 3 to the 4th would be 3 4 times. I've got 3 of those. And now if I were to total up all of the 3's being multiplied, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 3's being multiplied here. And I can rewrite that as an exponential expression, 3 to the 12th power. If there are 12 of these 3's, that's where this 12 comes from. And then the base was all 3. So the base was 3. But really, the power property tells us ignore everything in this red box. We are not going to be doing this work. This is really so we understand the concept of the power property. Everything in that red box, I do not want you to do. What I want you to do is simply this. I want you to be able to take a power being raised by a power and multiply the 2 exponents. 4 times 3 gives us 12. That's the concept. That's it for the power property of exponents. All right, watch the next video for examples on how to apply it.